So we're getting some news again on Yasiel Puig. Some rumors are coming down, and I think it's probably going to happen. If there's a season this year, I can very well see Yasiel Puig in a San Francisco Giants uniform. I'm going to give my thoughts. I want yours down below. Let's talk about it.
Come, baby. Enjoy this great game.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Humm Baby Baseball channel, and today going to do a quick video on Yasiel Puig, and why not take a look at some of his stats and things like that, which we haven't done before when I talked about rumors a few months back. At that point, obviously, we were getting ready for the season, and at that point, I was like, why are you going to sign Puig? You know, some of the Giants fans were already irritated by a lot of the moves, such as Gabe Kapler, such as letting Pilar go, such as not re-signing Bumgarner, such as moving in the fences. Fans were getting a little irritated, and I didn't think that was the best time. But at this point, hey, maybe anything for some excitement might be good. Anything to look forward to that we don't already know about is going to be good. So I'm not so sure this is such a bad move. Maybe it is. I don't really know, but we're going to take a look at Puig, take a look at his stats, take a look at who we're dealing with here. We already know all about Yasiel Puig, but see what we can find out. But let's just go to the tweet first of all, where this is coming from. This guy who has had pretty good sources in the past, and that is Francis Romero, and he says, sources, Yasiel Puig is very close to sign with the San Francisco Giants. A source tells me the contract amount is unknown, but it would have a one-year options both sides. Puig and Giants waiting for MLB to clarify return date of baseball to make the official agreement. Obviously, most of us remember Yasiel Puig mainly from his time with the Los Angeles Dodgers, where he played his first 6 years of his career. And he did pretty well, hit 279 with a 353 on base, 478 slugging. That is at 831 OPS and a 17.6 wins above replacement. Last year, he ended up in Ohio playing for both the Cleveland Indians and the Cincinnati Reds. Hit only 267 with a 327 on base, 458 slugging. So those numbers all dropped, 785 OPS, and he was only worth about a win above replacement. And you know, ever since Farhan came over, they have signed a lot of former Dodgers. Some guys you might have not even known were in the Dodgers organizations, like Donovan Solano. Donovan Solano was playing with the Dodgers in 2018, had a fabulous year in AAA, hit like 330, and you know Farhan said, hey, let's bring this guy over. And there was a bunch of other guys. Some of the guys didn't work out who came over in 2019 when Farhan came over. There was also Connor Joe. We remember Connor Joe, who spent the first couple weeks with the Giants in 2019. Breivik Valera was one of the guys who was signed by the Giants that year. He did not end up making the team, but Breivik Valera was a former Dodger in 2018. Don't forget switch pitcher, the ambidextrous one, Pat Venditti. He was signed also to come over to the Giants on a big league contract in 2019 after pitching in the Dodgers organization the year before. And I'm sure I'm forgetting a couple other guys that were with the Dodgers organization, but they were signed by Farhan because he knows about him and he liked him. And actually, I don't mind the deal that he's doing because he actually brought in over some pretty damn good players. Oh, Henry Ramos. That was another guy who was signed in 2018. This guy, Farhan, likes to look for guys that he knows who played in the Dodgers organization, and there's nobody bigger who is really out there as a free agent right now than Yasiel Puig. A guy who's got power, a guy who's got great defense, and a guy who is a very good baseball player all around. The problem is, of course, he brings you some drama typically. At least he's known for that. He is a little weird. He is office rocker, licking his bat, acting crazy, and he will bring some controversy from time to time. That being said, I don't think he's just this horrible individual. I think a lot of that comes from the fact that we're Giants fans. He was in a Dodgers uniform. It's very easy to dislike someone when they're wearing a Dodgers jersey, especially when guys like that we love, like Bumgarner, are getting pissed at him all the time and trying to fight him. So, of course, we're going to side with Bum, and we're going to side with the Giants because we're Giants fans. We're going to look at this guy like this guy's a piece of shit. But he is not with the Dodgers anymore. He has been removed from the Dodgers organization for a little while now. Played with the Reds, played with the Indians, been with a couple other teams, and he's a really good player. And hey, maybe it's time to go ahead and think about doing this. Who knows? Giants have done it before. We brought over Oral Hershiser. Remember that when Hershiser came over around 97? Obviously, Oral Hershiser is a straight-up Dodger. There's no one else who is more of a Dodger than Oral Hershiser. Now, he may not be as controversial. He's more of a nice guy. I mean, he's a very nice guy. Oral Hershiser's like hardcore Christian, nice guy. But I'm just saying, we've brought over superstars from the Dodgers before, and wasn't a big deal. So I don't think it's going to be a deal. I think it's going to be something more to look forward. There's nothing to look forward to right now, other than just baseball, right? Everything else we've forgotten about. But it would be cool to have something else like, whoa, we're going to see Puig in a Giants uniform. That's going to be insane. I wasn't for the decision, like I said, because I felt like they were just making too many unpopular decisions. And I think that they just, at that point, look, the Giants We're not looking to win a World Series in 2020. I hate to say it. I'm not trying to be a downer here, but that's just the way it is right now. We're building up that minor league system, getting ready to compete in 21 and 22. Okay, so this season was not going to be a year the Giants were going to go out and probably win a World Series. I was going to hope for it, but I wasn't expecting that. So you're going to make a signing like that at a point where the fans are already pissed off. I was just thinking that's probably not best. I personally wouldn't mind. I mean, I'm a Giants fan for life. You could sign whoever you want, and I'm still going to root for them. But I was thinking, probably not the best move right now.
Things have changed drastically since then. At this point, hey,
whatever, at this point, it's like, whatever. Bring us some news, bring us some excitement, bring us something to look forward to. We might be watching weird games on TV with no fans in the stands, with nothing going on. Hey, bring some pop, bring some guy who can hit some home runs or bring it in the fences, a guy who knows. And if it doesn't work out and if he struggles, he might get cut halfway through the season. Who knows? It might just be a little short-lived experiment. I certainly understand with anyone who says, screw Puig, I don't want that guy on my team. I'm not for it necessarily. I'm not against it at this point. I'm just like, hey, if you're going to do it, do it. Let's do it. Let's just see what happens. At this point, whatever. That's kind of where I'm at. It's like, whatever. So, I'm not pushing for let's sign Puig, but at the same time, I'm not going to stop them if they want to do it. Let me know below what you think of Yasiel Puig. And again, I'm telling you, I've watched Puig. I watched him when he was on rehab in AAA. And I kept a really close eye on how he dealt with his teammates and how he played in the outfield and how, how much effort he put in. I was actually impressed. I thought the guy played hard. It looked like he was getting along well with his teammates, and he wasn't like stuck up or anything. Like, he seemed like a cool guy. He was even talking to the fans and signed some autographs. I'm not saying that proves anything, but it does. I mean, I did see him seem like a cool guy. Okay, that's all I can say. In the little time that I saw him in a AAA game where there was no cameras and really not that much that he had to worry about, he seemed pretty cool. So I don't know if he's the total jerk that people make him out to be, but maybe he is. But he's definitely crazy. He is definitely nuts or unorthodox, to say the least. Okay. Unorthodox. Guys, have a fantastic day. Hit the subscribe button below. Let me know what you think about Yasiel Puig in a Giants uniform, for or against. Let me know what you think. I won't be mad about it, honestly, at this point, like I said, but hey, I can understand if you would be, no problem. Let me know below. We'll talk about it. Have a fantastic day. Hit the subscribe button, hit the thumbs up button, and check out the links in the description. You can also check out my Patreon. I also have memberships right here on YouTube, which I'll be releasing a video about that. So check the join button out as well. You guys have a fantastic day. We'll talk to you next time. See ya! When the Giants come to town, it's 5